Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Warriors dismantle Spurs, move up in West playoff race. Brandon Podziemski poured in 27 points, hitting a career-high 7 three-pointers to lead a balanced defensive attack as the visiting Golden State rolled to a 148-106 victory over the slumping San Antonio Spurs on Sunday. Posting their highest point total of the season, the Warriors, 43-31, won their second straight game and jumped over the Los Angeles Clippers and Minnesota Timberwolves and into sixth place in the Western Conference standings. Golden State is a game back of the fifth-place Memphis Grizzlies and two behind the Los Angeles Lakers in the race for home court in the first round of the playoffs. Moses Moody added 20 points for the Warriors, with Buddy Hield scoring 19, Draymond Green hitting for 14 and Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler 3 racking up 13 points each. Golden State is 18-4 with Butler in the lineup since his trade to the Bay Area on February 6. San Antonio, 31-43, playing the second of a home back-to-back after losing to Boston on Saturday, never seriously challenged Golden State while giving up a season-high point total and dropping its fourth straight outing. The Spurs were led by reserve Keldon Johnson's 19 points, while Sandro Mamukelashvili racked up 14 points and 11 rebounds, Malachy Branham added 13 points, Devin Vassell scored 12 and Julian Champagny had 11. The Warriors forged an 18-point lead on a pair of free throws by Butler at the 1:57 mark of the first quarter before settling for a 44-27 advantage after 12 minutes of play. Golden State kept its collective foot on the accelerator, pushing the margin to 29 on Curry's three-pointer with 2:58 remaining before halftime. A late surge by San Antonio capped by 7 straight points from Johnson allowed the Spurs to pull to within 68-44 at the break. Johnson's 14 points before halftime led all scorers. Curry hit for 11 to pace the Warriors while Butler added 10 in the first half. The Warriors put their final stamp on the game by outscoring San Antonio by 14 points in the third quarter, leading by 39 after a tray from Podziemski with 52 seconds left in the period. Draymond Green takes great pride in his Hall of Fame-level defense. That pride, paired with his unparalleled defensive IQ and vision, has helped him lead the Golden State Warriors to the 7th-ranked defense in the league as well as the odds-on favorite for Defensive Player of the Year. But sometimes, that pride, which is more than justified for a player of his defensive caliber, leads to him getting frustrated with his teammates, especially when it comes to help defense. After the win against the Milwaukee Bucks, Jimmy Butler lauded Green's defensive effort against Giannis Antetokounmpo. In his post-game interview, he mentioned how Green takes pride in every matchup he's presented with. He's locked in. He never wants you to help. Sometimes he does get beat, and he'll still get mad at you if you help, he's just locked in like that. Butler said with a smile. When asked to follow up about Green's laser focus on opposing stars, Butler explained Green's defensive mentality. He's always like that, it's not just Giannis. He don't give a damn who he's going up against. If he were going up against a 5-year-old, he would hate for that individual to score on him. And he wouldn't want anyone else to help him. He's like, this is my matchup, this is on me, I have to be able to get a stop. On his podcast, Green addressed Butler's observations with a chuckle, explaining the team's help defense was hurting the team. If you go watch that Milwaukee Bucks third quarter, I kept looking at the bench. I was going crazy because they kept getting threes and there's guys overhelping, Green laughed while telling co-host Baron Davis. And I'm looking at the bench like, yo, y'all keep overhelping, but Antetokounmpo hasn't scored on me. Warriors' Jonathan Kuminga reveals injury news before Grizzlies game. The Golden State Warriors dominated the San Antonio Spurs with a 148-106 blowout victory, securing their second straight win. 6 Warriors players scored in double digits, including 5 starters, with Brandon Podziemski leading the charge with 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Meanwhile, the big three of Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler combined for 40 points while sitting out much of the second half. Despite the victory propelling the Warriors back to 6th in the Western Conference, it came at a cost, as Jonathan Kuminga exited the game after landing awkwardly on his ankle. The 22-year-old forward did not return, sparking concerns about the severity of the injury. After the game, head coach Steve Kerr called the injury a bummer, especially since Kuminga was just finding his rhythm after making his 10th straight appearance since returning from a similar injury, via Sam Gordon of the San Francisco Chronicle. When asked about his condition, Kuminga reassured reporters that he's straight, while expressing hope that he won't have to miss more time. The Warriors have a critical game against the Memphis Grizzlies on Tuesday. Kuminga has struggled with lingering ankle issues this season, missing 31 games so far. Despite his injury setbacks, he has solidified his role in the starting lineup and is having an impressive fourth year with the Warriors. In 41 games, he's averaging 16.0 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 2.2 assists, while shooting 45.5% from the field and 31.9% from three. With Golden State eyeing a deep playoff run, the team will be eager to have Kuminga at full strength. He is set to undergo further evaluation on Monday ahead of a crucial showdown against the 5th-seeded Grizzlies. Warriors' Jonathan Kuminga leaves Spurs game with injury after scary fall. Jonathan Kuminga of the Golden State Warriors exited the game against the San Antonio Spurs after a hard fall, and he will not return due to right ankle soreness, according to Brett Siegel of Clutch Points. The Warriors entered halftime up 68-44 on the Spurs, and Kuminga played just 7 minutes, scoring 4 points before leaving the game. It was an awkward fall for Kuminga, who went between two Spurs players while driving to the basket. It will be worth monitoring reports on Kuminga's status and the severity of the ailment, as that could be a blow to the Warriors' depth with the playoffs approaching in the near future. Although Kuminga is not in the starting lineup, Kuminga is an important young player for the team. Right now, the Warriors are going with a starting lineup that includes Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler III, Draymond Green, Moses Moody and Brandon Podziemski. Kuminga, along with Kevin Looney, Buddy Hield and others get significant minutes off of the bench. Given that the Warriors were up big at halftime, it could be possible that the team is playing it safe with Kuminga, trusting the rest of the team to close out the game. Still, it is not ideal for Kuminga to suffer some kind of injury at this point in the season. Currently, the Warriors sit at 42-31, and are likely to get their 43rd win when the game against the Spurs concludes. Golden State is in a dead heat in the Western Conference, fighting with teams like the Los Angeles Lakers, Memphis Grizzlies, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Los Angeles Clippers for seeding. 2 of those teams, as it currently stands, will be in the play-in tournament. The Warriors could get as high as the 4th seed if they beat out those other teams, or end up 8th in the Western Conference and dealing with the play-in tournament. And you fan? What do you think about Jonathan Kuminga's situation? Write to us in the comments.